Hey everybody, this is your girl TattooRika here, and right now we're about to continue with the 10 terrifying true stories. So again, this video was requested by Wesley Hopkins. Shouts out to you. So let's get on to stories 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let go. They kill me with the fuck sound effects, I'll tell you that much. And I still got my knife
Last year,
in case y'all haven't figured that out.
My house's door around 9 p.m. He knocked on the door, so I got my mom, and she went out to see who it was. By the way, we live in a rural area, so visits that late are extremely uncommon and strange.
Okay, so y'all live with y'all live in the town that Leatherface and them live there. Okay, so you know what? No. A rural town. No. I need sirens. I need to hear what. No, hell no. I need access to like motherfuckers real quick. I don't even know none of my neighbors' names, but I know I'll bust their fucking door open real quick. The fuck out of here. And ad is gonna be coming up. Just let y'all know.
The guy talked to my mom about how he was opening a business.
So?
Asked whether she liked American-made products.
No.
Then handed her a Clorox container as a sample. He went back to his minivan and opened it to get a quote-unquote vacuum cleaner. And my mom saw 5 other men sitting inside.
See?
She told me to run and get my phone since we don't have a landline. I couldn't find it, so I got my knife and stood around the corner. She threw the container outside and told them to get the hell off her property.
Tired of paying too much for boots? JustFab.com just unboxed its best deal up.
That's awesome. Like, unless these ads about to tell me the fucking numbers, I don't want to hear it.
As well as that she was calling the cops. They peeled out of the driveway, and we never saw the car again.
Why is that getting so much fucking louder?
I've always been an extreme sports person ever since I was little. Mountain climbing, parasailing, scuba diving.
He saw Triple
I've
X.
always been an avid skier. I go upstate skiing at least 10 times a season, sometimes with friends, sometimes alone. My friend, who I'll call Q, agreed to come upstate and go camping with me so we could do some backcountry skiing, which is basically skiing in the backcountry on unmarked or unpatrolled areas outside of a ski resort's boundaries.
Monsters, no.
It was a 3-hour drive, then a decent amount of off-roading to get to where the hills were. I parked my truck at the bottom of a decent-looking area full of hills. But I also stopped there because I was
about to say that's a fucking Sasquatch or a Yeti or something.
Trees. You and I then proceeded to unload the back of my truck of all our stuff, including ski gear and camping equipment.
With a knife.
Then we hiked about a quarter mile, which was an incredible amount of work with all the stuff we were carrying. We found a perfect place to set up camp, right near the bottom of an uphill, and in a bit of a clearing between the trees. Setting up the tent and unloading our sleeping bags and equipment and such was first priority.
Shit.
When all of that was done...
Y'all gotta give me a second. I gotta chill like out the bitch. I can't. Okay. I'm sitting through it. I mean, I ain't had like no jump scares. I thought I was gonna get jump scares. I ain't got none yet. So I'm doing good so far.
We started our hike up the hill to scout the area. We did a decent amount of hiking, but we also got a lot of skiing in. At one point, Q and I lost each other while skiing down a bigger hill.
I would've went home.
I assumed I'd meet him at the bottom, or just find him eventually. I checked the walkie-talkie just to see if he'd answer, but he didn't, which meant he was probably still going downhill.
That means he's dead.
At some point while I was walking with my skis at the bottom of the hill, I ran into someone, another skier. He sounded very friendly under a ski mask, asking me where the best hills are and if we were camping and such. He had his skis strapped to his orange backpack. I pointed to the hill I just skied down and also pointed in the direction we set up camp. He said he and his wife were trying to find a good place to set up camp near other people and asked if I could lead him to my campsite. As much as I really didn't want to trek all the way back there, I felt I had to be a good Samaritan and help this man and his wife.
No, you don't. Jesus would understand.
I pulled out my walkie again and said into the speaker to Q that I was going back to the campsite for a bit. I started to lead the man who was behind me, when suddenly I started getting some static from another end on the walkie. It seemed someone, probably Q, was trying to talk to me, but the connection was shit. Nothing I could do about that except for come back to this hill afterwards. It took a decent amount of hiking and small talk with the man before we reached the campsite. I turned around to him and smiled under my ski mask, which I realized instantly was pointless. He sounded very thankful for he and his wife. Then I finally asked him, "Where is your wife?" He didn't answer. He started to walk closer to me. At first I thought nothing of it.
He was about to tell you, you his wife.
Something about his skis and backpack just struck me. They belonged to Q.
Mm-hmm.
For a split second I thought, is this Q? Is he pranking me? But it wasn't possible. The voice was too different from Q. The man was a few mere feet away from me at this point. He was picking up the pace to a more intimidating approach. I panicked and jumped into the tent to dig for my flare gun in my bag. The man grabbed my leg, which was sticking out from the tent, and then I felt a sharp, intense tingle in my leg, like a severe electric shock, followed by a burning heat feeling. I screamed in pain as I just managed to pull out the flare gun, push aside the door to the vent, and aim it at the man. He immediately backed up with his hands in the air, and that's when I noticed the knife dug deep into my leg. I ordered the man to tell me where my friend was. He answered quickly, saying near the bottom of the hill he found me at. I told the man to stand still while I called 911 to request an immediate rescue. But the man took off quite easily while I was on the phone. There wasn't much I could do with one single flare gun shot. I felt like I was waiting there in the cold with my bleeding leg forever, until finally the reassuring sound of a rescue helicopter swooped overhead, and I shot my flare gun. I cannot believe I was actually picked up by a helicopter, in which I helped locate my friend laying in the snow in the middle of the hill. He was unconscious, and he had also been stabbed twice in the leg, then robbed. He tried talking to me through the walkie-talkie while he was losing consciousness, but the connection was bad. We both went to the hospital, but we're fine today.
No activities. Ain't no way in hell. We're in the fucking woods. Story 8, y'all.
I lived in a small college town. My apartment complex was walking distance from the bar/downtown area. One weekday night, I stepped out on our front porch to smoke a cigarette or two. I was up late studying.
It's cold.
I brought my textbook with me and laid down on the stairs while I smoked. A girl who I had never met before, but who lived one apartment over on the ground floor, came home from downtown. She was by herself, and you could tell from her walk she had been drinking. She got in her apartment and barely got the door closed before some guy, who came out of nowhere, knocked on her door. She opened, and I noticed he introduced himself, which was weird because it was like 2:30 in the morning. Who comes to a random girl's apartment at that time?
Right.
So I decided to stay outside and pay attention. They ended up talking for over 10 minutes. She later acknowledged how weird the situation was, but did not know how to end the conversation. He would do the creepiest things, like he reached up and stroked her hair at least 3 times, and he would try to slowly inch his way closer to her in the door.
That motherfucker, first of all, it's 2:30 in the morning, bitch. I'm not in the mood for nobody to come knocking on my damn door, especially if I've been drinking. That's like literally like you coming and waking up a fucking with me. Waking me up is like waking up a grizzly bear. You about to get your fucking ass mauled. Are you fucking kidding me? No, and then you gonna stroke my hair. Now y'all know this ain't my real hair. This is Brazilian hair, bitch. You're not touching this. There ain't no way in hell. You ain't putting your fucking hand. I don't know you. You ain't putting your hands on my. If I know you, don't put your hands on my hair. You got me all the way fucked up, girl. I would have stabbed his ass in the nuts and called it a day. You tripping?
I made a point of being loud with my textbook so he would know I was there, and he disappeared as eerily as he came. We called the cops, and days later they had the girl and I sit with a sketch artist. As soon as the sketch was made public, floods of calls came in. The guy turned out to be a serial rapist who followed lone girls home from bars and pretended to be a cab offering them a ride. This girl just got lucky because she lived so close to the bars, he didn't get a chance to pull the cab routine.
Ain't no way. I hope he got castrated in jail.
I've only used Craigslist once in my life, and the one time I used it, I got a very sour taste in my mouth. Here's why. The guy posted an ad for a ping pong table that I wanted to buy for my roommate and I. We set up a time for me to come pick it up that night. I had to remove the back seats from my truck so that I'd be able to fit the thing. I pulled up in front of the dude's house and texted him saying I'm here. I saw the door open, so I got out from my truck and did a quick speed walk to his front door to greet him. I went for the handshake, but I don't think he saw my arm, so after a few awkward seconds, I put my hand back down. He said in his deep smoker's voice to follow him to the basement. The whole house had a certain distinct smell to it. Not exactly a bad or concerning smell, just a cottony, smoky kind of smell.
A dead smell.
He got to the basement, and there was the ping pong table, right smack in the middle of the room. Suddenly he said, "Oh shoot, I gotta find the paddles." So he ran back up the stairs and told me to wait right there. I waited for a while down there, assuming he misplaced the paddles and was having a hard time finding them. I started to snoop around his basement a little bit, looking at his pictures and
You
such.
found a chainsaw.
It was weird. He had framed pictures sitting on furniture, but they were all pictures of just him, no family members. There was one where he was at least with a dog, but that was pretty much it. I'd say 10 minutes went by and I was still stuck waiting down there, so I started to get even more snoopy. There was a back laundry/storage room in his basement that I started to observe for some reason. There was a drawer to his utility desk that was hanging half open. I pulled it
I
fully
want to
open,
play that one day. Get
and
the
it
fuck out
revealed
of me.
old Polaroid pictures. But these pictures were horrific and disturbing. They were all pictures taken of some girl who was tied to a chair and her mouth covered with tape. There were also yellow folders stacked in a row next to the photos. They were labeled A to Z. I didn't have it in me to open the folders and see what were inside. I took out my phone to take pictures of the contents of the drawer and planned to send it to my friends immediately, but I didn't have any service down there. It was definitely time to go. I ran back to the door at the top of the stairs, but my nightmare only became worse finding out the door was locked. As soon as I tried the doorknob, though, I heard the deep, raspy voice of the man on the other side of the door. He was apologizing, saying the door was accidentally locked and he would go look for the key real quick. I didn't say a word in response.
He about to add
I
BC
examined
your
the keyhole
ass.
closely, ran back down the stairs to the man's utility desk, grabbed 3 screwdrivers of varying sizes, and tried each one in the keyhole for the door. The smallest screwdriver managed to fit in the rectangular-shaped keyhole, allowing me to turn it just enough to unlock and open the door. I didn't stop and look around. I simply ran out the door and into my car. I didn't look back at the house. I simply drove to the nearest police station, showed them the pictures, gave them the address, told them where to find the photos, and that was enough for them to start their investigation. A few days later, I got all the information. The man was part of a child pornography trade on the deep web, which was how he made his living, apparently. Why he decided to lock me in his basement, that's beyond me. I have not the slightest idea of what he intended on doing with me, but obviously it was not anything good.
Yeah, he was gonna add a BCO ass over that fucking ping pong table. That's what the fuck he was gonna do. Straight up eyes.
I used to babysit in my teenage years. When I was 14, I babysat for a 6-year-old boy named Cody once. His parents left me with few instructions other than to order a pizza for dinner and not let him go in their room. They also left me with an interesting comment, that Cody tends to act different than other kids and that he'll talk to himself or his imaginary friend, especially when he played with his toys.
Meaning that the boy is off, and if you go to sleep, he gonna pull a check and kill your fucking ass. I wouldn't babysit. Ain't no way in hell. Unless I got a bottle of melatonin, I drug his ass clean, he go the fuck to sleep. I tell you right now, I'm not doing it. Nope, nope, no. And then on top, that's how you know the parents is off too. They telling you that the fucking boy. Okay. Okay. Just go. Let's finish this. I'll say what I got.
So, it was
Okay,
midday,
Jesus.
pouring outside. I was watching some old Wipeout show that used to be on TV in the early 2000s. Cody was on the floor playing with his toys that were scattered across the living room. Cody kept using the name Agnes. He would act like he was playing with another kid who was sitting in front of him. One of his toys that were sitting across the room from him activated out of nowhere. I only found it weird because the toy was one of those little cube-like things with the crank where you pull it down and some
Get the fuck out the house and burn it.
background came up on the screen.
Get the fuck out of the house and burn
It
it.
was the kind of toy that would take effort to activate. And there it was, activated all by itself.
Ooh, shit.
I asked Cody
It's
how that
fucking
was
cold
possible.
in you.
He looked at me and said, "Agnes is playing with it." I have to admit, it was a little disturbing hearing him say that. I picked up the toy and turned it off. That night, in the final hour waiting for his parents to come back, I was in the bathroom washing up when there was a knock at the door. Cody? I said. I opened the door. Cody wasn't there. I looked into the hallway for Cody. One of the doors at the end of the hall started to creak open slowly, like really slowly. I turned off the lights in the bathroom and walked into the room, expecting to see Cody playing around, trying to scare me. Instead, Cody was sitting on the bed in the far corner of the room, looking at me. I asked him who just pushed open the door. Agnes, he said.
Get the fuck out the
I
house!
was truly freaked out. I went to pick Cody up off the bed and brought him to the living room, where I spent the rest of my shift until his parents came back. I didn't mention any of the weird things that happened, but when they reached out to me to watch Cody again a few weeks later, I never called them back.
Nope, and no. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. You bust up. If you look at me and you bust up Agnes, who the fuck is Agnes? And he point at nothing? Y'all can cancel y'all plans because I'm not fucking staying here. You can cancel your plans, sir. I'm not staying here. Fuck you and I'm out here. That's not about to fucking happen. It ain't no way. Then in the store, you go on Craigslist. Motherfucker, yeah, I bet your ass ain't gonna never turn down putting shit on layaway again. Straight up. Goes to Walmart. Look, $25 down on this fucking ping pong table. Bitch, I ain't going to no fucking... You tripping. Craigslist. They had the Craigslist serial killer, stupid ass. What the fuck you want? No. No. You don't know what he was gonna do to you. I know. He was gonna add a beat. Y'all seen Eyes. Y'all seen what Adam BC do to them in fucking Eyes. You seen it on HBO. I ain't talking about the Wizard of Oz. Oz. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He was about to get his ass Adam BC, and then his picture was gonna be on the fucking internet. The fucking stupid. This just to me, I'm sorry. It's just, boy. These stories just literally make me think people just do the stupidest shit. You got it's raining outside. People come knocking on your fucking window. Motherfuckers with axes and shit. You got people pointing up Agnes. I'm not doing that. No. Like, are you fucking kidding me? No. Oh my gosh. I can't. It's just like, what the fuck happened to your common sense? I wouldn't be friends with none of these fucking people. Because y'all do stupid shit. We about to, no, we're not going. Want to go, he wants to be triple X and shit like that. He wanted to pull a Xander Cage. And he wanted to go do skiing and all this type of shit. And then you all of a sudden you just see him. You ain't noticed that he had your friend shit on before? Ain't no way. Listen, sir, I don't know. I literally, look at me, I live out here with wolves. Straight up. I have like wolf heads just like positioned a certain fucking way. Looking dead at my fucking this person who I feel is threatening me. Ain't no way. Sir, you're about to die. So just walk away. I'll keep the wolves off you for long enough. Just walk. That would be me. Y'all, I'm so out there. Y'all know me. Y'all know. It is what it is. But anyways, shouts out again to Wesley Hopkins for requesting this video. So I hope you guys like the video. Subscribe to the channel. This is the second part. So the first part is going to be up. Y'all check that out too. And I hope you guys like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Also leave me any comments or any videos you want to see me react to. And I'll catch y'all for the next video. Later.